Meghan's toxic behavior. 15 times she was caught being rude. You've seen Meghan Markle go from Hollywood glam to a royal wedding, poised, elegant, and charming. But what if we told you there's another side to her story? A side that's not so royal. From snarky comments at public events to icy glares caught on camera, Meghan's behaviors raised eyebrows more than a few times. In this video, we'll uncover 15 times Meghan was caught being downright rude. Get ready, because you won't believe what she's been caught doing. Let's jump right in. Number 1. Snubbing a young fan. During a royal engagement in 2018, Meghan Markle was reported to have ignored a young fan who was eagerly trying to catch her attention. The event took place during a public walkabout where royals traditionally interact with the public, shaking hands and accepting flowers. In this instance, the young fan holding a bouquet approached Meghan with visible excitement. However, instead of engaging with the child, Meghan was said to have focused her attention elsewhere, engaging in conversation with other adults in the crowd. The incident caught on camera and widely shared on social media led to public outcry. Critics argued that Meghan's apparent indifference to the child reflected a lack of warmth and empathy, especially given the royal family's emphasis on public goodwill and approachability. Supporters, however, defended Meghan, suggesting that she might not have seen the child or was simply overwhelmed by the crowd. Number 2. Clashing with royal staff. Meghan Markle's reported clashes with royal staff have been a frequent topic in the media, painting a picture of a challenging work environment within the royal household. Insiders have claimed that Meghan's management style was highly demanding, with expectations that differed significantly from traditional royal practices. These claims include reports of Meghan sending early morning emails with specific and urgent requests, which some staff found overbearing. Additionally, several staff members, including senior aides, reportedly left their positions due to the pressures of working with Meghan. The situation escalated to the point where Buckingham Palace launched an internal investigation into the treatment of staff, a rare move highlighting the seriousness of the allegations. Defenders of Meghan argue that she simply brought a different, perhaps more modern approach to the royal household, which clashed with the established ways of the palace rather than being intentionally rude or difficult. Number 3. The Wimbledon incident. The Wimbledon incident in 2019 is one of the more widely reported moments where Meghan Markle's behavior drew significant public criticism. Meghan attended the tennis tournament to watch a match featuring her friend Serena Williams. During the event, her security team reportedly approached nearby spectators and asked them not to take photos of Meghan, claiming she was there in a private capacity. This request sparked outrage as many felt it was unreasonable, given that Meghan was seated in a public area and that Wimbledon is a highly publicized event. The move was seen as an overreach, highlighting a disconnect between Meghan's expectations of privacy and her public role. Some viewed this as an example of Meghan not understanding the public nature of her position as a royal, while others believed she was merely trying to enjoy a personal day out without the pressure of being constantly photographed. Number 4. Coldness towards Princess Catherine. Reports of tension between Meghan Markle and Princess Catherine have been rife since Meghan entered into the royal family. Observers have noted several instances where the relationship between the duo appeared strained, particularly during joint public appearances. For example, during the 2019 Trooping the Color ceremony, body language experts noted that Meghan seemed distant and less engaged when interacting with Princess Catherine. These observations fueled speculation about a rift, which some sources claim was due to Meghan's allegedly dismissive attitude towards Princess Catherine. Insiders suggested that Meghan's American upbringing and directness clash with Princess Catherine's more reserved and traditional approach, leading to misunderstandings. The alleged coldness between the two was said to extend beyond public appearances, with reports of Meghan not being particularly welcome or warm towards Princess Catherine behind closed doors, further straining their relationship and adding to the narrative of Meghan's rudeness. Number 5. The Difficult Duchess label. The nickname Difficult Duchess reportedly emerged from palace staff who found Meghan Markle's approach to be a departure from the traditional royal way of doing things. According to various media reports, Meghan's behavior, which included what some described as micromanagement and high demands, created a challenging work environment. Staff members alleged that Meghan's expectations were often unrealistic, citing incidents where she demanded immediate responses to emails or called meetings at unconventional hours. The strain on the palace staff was reportedly so significant that several aides resigned, citing burnout and stress as primary reasons. Critics argue that Meghan's behavior was reflective of a lack of respect for royal protocols and a misunderstanding of her role. However, supporters counter that the Difficult Duchess label was unfair and possibly rooted in resistance to change within the palace, as Meghan attempted to bring a more modern, hands-on approach to her royal duties. Number 6. Publicly correcting Prince Harry. Meghan Markle's been observed on multiple occasions seemingly correcting or interrupting Prince Harry in public, leading to discussions about the dynamics of their relationship. One notable incident occurred during a 2019 public appearance at a polo match, where Meghan was seen gesturing towards Prince Harry and appearing to give him directions on where to stand or what to do. These moments have been interpreted by some as signs of Meghan being controlling or domineering, raising questions about her respect for Prince Harry's independence. Critics argue that such public corrections undermine Prince Harry's authority and suggest an imbalance in their relationship. Supporters, however, argue that these instances are merely examples of Meghan being assertive and involved, and that the media often overblows minor interactions to fit a negative narrative. Number 7. The Flower Girl Dress Fiasco. The Flower Girl Dress Fiasco is one of the most talked about incidents involving Meghan Markle and Princess Catherine. Reports suggest that Meghan and Princess Catherine had a heated argument over the fitting of Princess Charlotte's Flower Girl dress in the lead-up to Meghan and Harry's wedding. According to insiders, the disagreement became so intense that Princess Catherine was left in tears. While the exact details of the argument remain unclear, it's been widely speculated that the clash was over the style and fit of the dress, with Meghan allegedly being very particular about the details. This incident was used by the media to highlight Meghan's reportedly demanding nature and the tension between the duo. Meghan later clarified in an interview that it was, in fact, she who cried, suggesting that the media's portrayal was inaccurate. Regardless, the stories persisted as an example of Meghan's allegedly difficult behavior. Number 8. Ignoring protocol. Meghan Markle's often been accused of ignoring or flouting royal protocol, leading to criticism from traditionalists who believe in adhering to the established norms of royal conduct. One example of this was when Meghan wore an off-the-shoulder dress to the Trooping the Color ceremony, a choice that some saw as inappropriate for the occasion. Additionally, Meghan's decision to cross her legs at official events rather than using the traditional Duchess slant was viewed by some as a breach of etiquette. Other protocol breaches include her tendency to speak openly about her political views and personal life, which contrasts with the royal family's typical stance of remaining neutral and private. Critics argue that these actions show a lack of respect for royal traditions and an unwillingness to conform to the expectations of her role. Supporters, however, see Meghan's behavior as a refreshing change, arguing that she brings a modern, more relatable approach to royal life. Number 9. Rude to her own family. Meghan Markle's strained relationship with her family, particularly her father, Thomas Markle, have been a subject of public scrutiny and criticism. Thomas Markle's given numerous interviews to the media claiming that Meghan's cut him off and refused to communicate with him since her marriage to Prince Harry. In these interviews, Thomas has portrayed Meghan as cold and ungrateful, particularly after he was unable to attend her wedding due to health issues. Meghan's half-sister, Samantha Markle's also been vocal in her criticism, accusing Meghan of abandoning her family in pursuit of royal status. The estrangement from her family's been used by critics to paint Meghan as dismissive and harsh towards her own relatives. However, supporters argue that Meghan's decision to distance herself from her family was a protective measure, especially given the relentless and often intrusive media coverage of her personal life. Number 10. Disrespecting the Queen. Allegations of Meghan Markle disrespecting Queen Elizabeth have surfaced several times, primarily revolving around perceived breaches of royal protocol and etiquette. One of the most notable incidents was when Meghan reportedly arrived late to a scheduled meeting with the Queen, an action considered highly disrespectful given the importance placed on punctuality in royal engagements. Additionally, Meghan's choice to discuss private family matters and grievances in public forums, such as the Oprah Winfrey interview, was seen by some as a direct challenge to Queen Elizabeth's authority and an affront to the royal family's tradition of keeping internal matters private. Critics argue that Meghan's actions suggest a lack of respect for Queen Elizabeth and the institution she represents. Supporters, however, view Meghan's actions as part of a broader effort to bring transparency and openness to the royal family, challenging outdated practices and advocating for change. Number 11. The Oprah interview fallout. The Oprah Winfrey interview in March 2021 was a pivotal moment for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, during which they made several explosive claims about their experiences within the royal family. Meghan's revelations included allegations of racism, lack of support for her mental health struggles, and overall mistreatment by the royal institution. These candid comments were seen by many as a direct attack on the royal family and sparked widespread controversy. The interview divided public opinion, with critics accusing Meghan of being disrespectful and ungrateful, arguing that she'd turned her back on the institution that welcomed her. Others felt that Meghan was justified in sharing her side of the story, highlighting important issues such as mental health and systemic racism. The fallout from the interview continued to affect public perception of Meghan, with some viewing her as brave and others seeing her as unnecessarily critical of the royal family. Number 12. The Not What I Ordered moment. Reports of Meghan Markle's alleged rude behavior towards restaurant staff have also made headlines. In one such instance, it was reported that Meghan was dining at a London restaurant when she received an incorrect order. According to witnesses, Meghan responded by sharply criticizing the waiter and demanding that her order be corrected immediately. This anecdote was widely circulated in the media, contributing to the narrative of Meghan being demanding and entitled. Critics argued that her behavior demonstrated a lack of patience and respect for service staff, reinforcing the perception of her being difficult and high-handed. On the other hand, supporters of Meghan suggest that such stories are often exaggerated or taken out of context, arguing that they're part of a broader effort by the media to portray her negatively and undermine her character. Number 13. The Don't Touch Me moment. During a public event, Meghan Markle was reportedly seen avoiding a handshake with a well-wisher, leading to accusations of rudeness. The incident occurred when a member of the public reached out to greet Meghan, who was walking past as part of a royal engagement. Instead of shaking hands, Meghan allegedly pulled back, avoiding physical contact. This moment was captured on camera and quickly spread on social media, where it was interpreted by some as a sign of aloofness or disdain for public interaction. Critics argued that Meghan's behavior was unbecoming of a royal, whose role traditionally involved engaging warmly with the public. However, defenders suggested that Meghan might have been adhering to specific protocols or concerns, such as avoiding contact during cold and flu season, and that the incident was blown out of proportion by the media to fit a negative narrative. Number 14. The I'm not like them comment. The alleged comment by Meghan Markle, where she reportedly said, "I'm not like them," referring to the royal family, has been cited as evidence of her distancing herself from the royals. This remark was reportedly overheard by a palace insider and leaked to the press, where it was interpreted as a disparaging statement, suggesting that Meghan saw herself as fundamentally different or superior to the rest of the family. Critics argued that this comment demonstrated Meghan's lack of respect for royal traditions and her unwillingness to conform to the expectations of her role. They saw it as a thinly veiled insult to the royal family and an indication of her desire to separate herself from the institution. Supporters of Meghan, however, argue that the comment was likely taken out of context and could reflect her feelings of being an outsider, or her desire to bring a different perspective to the monarchy. Number 15. Cold shoulder at public events. Meghan Markle's been accused of giving the cold shoulder to guests at various public events, contributing to the perception of her being unapproachable or dismissive. At events such as the Commonwealth Day service, observers noted that Meghan appeared disengaged and aloof, seemingly uninterested in interacting with other attendees or even fellow royals. This behavior was interpreted by some as a sign of her indifference towards her royal duties and the people she was there to engage with. Critics argued that Meghan's demeanor at these events was indicative of her disregard for the role she's taken on as a royal, suggesting that she was not fully committed to the responsibilities that come with her position. Defenders of Meghan, however, argued that such observations are often subjective and can be influenced by media bias, pointing out that Meghan's also been seen engaging warmly and enthusiastically at other public engagements. And there you have it, folks. Those were 15 moments where Meghan Markle was reportedly caught being rude, leaving many people questioning her behavior. What do you think? Are these just misunderstandings blown out of proportion by the media? Or do you believe there's more to Meghan's story? Out of the 15 incidents we covered, which one do you think had the biggest impact on Meghan's public image? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so make sure to leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting video content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!